All right, we have another success story, and this one is from a client that I had 3 sessions with, I want to say. And I reached out to her to ask her if she would be okay that I do a video on her story, because I know that you guys also would like for me to post more success stories. So I'm trying, okay? I'm really trying, because I have like a lot of topics that I want to do videos on, so I don't get to everything. But all right. So she was more than happy to. She even sent me an email explaining everything from her side of the story, and her, from her perspective and her own words. So I'm just going to be reading her email. And like I said in the last success story video, if you do get triggered by success stories, then obviously, don't watch. But at the same time, like I said in the previous one, I do encourage you to change your perspective on success stories, because just see it as, if other people can do it, then you can do it. Because you're not an exception, your desire is not an exception, your circumstance is not an exception. You are not an exception. Your success story is being written right now. Okay, keep at it. All right, so just for context, if you do decide to make a video on this, let them know that SP and I were together for 3 weeks, and we met on a dating app, and that he broke up with me because I didn't want to get intimate with him. So of course, I took that as a huge red flag, but I couldn't get over the dream that he sold me when we first matched and started talking. I was afraid that he will end up being the type who only wants one thing, because every guy has always been the same with me, only going after physical stuff. I never felt chosen for commitment. I never felt like they see me as anything but a pretty girl. And growing up in the system has certainly shaped my mindset and my character a certain way, because I never experienced or felt true love even as a child. So this was nothing new for me, sadly. I just felt sad that it was to be like this again, when I really wanted it to be different with him. And him being 2 years younger than me also didn't help my feeling. Anyways, I was doing the EFT script that you made me after I finished the anxiety one, and then out of the blue, I remembered I don't have any more eggs. Random, I know. I didn't give it too much attention because, okay, I will just go get eggs, no big problem. I finished my tapping session, I cried a little bit, and I started getting dressed to go to the store. I go into my car and I was like, ugh, it, I'll just walk there. It will do me more good because it was not too hot finally. I put on my headphones and just was walking. I was affirming a little bit, nothing much, because I think I was more enjoying the weather, ha ha ha. I go to the store and I see him. I froze in the spot where I was, and I didn't know if I should leave immediately or pretend I didn't see him, because I was with no makeup and I was looking a little tough, ha ha ha. But I chose to be kind to myself and decided to pretend to didn't see him. And I decided to pretend to didn't see him, but I didn't see him. I was hoping a little bit that he will see me and come to me to say hi. But I also didn't want to interact with him at all because I was scared. I am not very sure about what I was scared, but I was. I got the damn eggs and the other stuff I decided I want and slowly moved to the checkout. I didn't see him anymore. I think he left by that time. Okay, now I was disappointed. Now I was thinking I wish he did come to me to say hi. I also thought that he did see me, but he was avoiding me. I started spiraling in my mind. I felt like I wanted to throw up because of all the negative what if questions I started thinking about. Just writing this, I feel it already. But then I remembered you told me to turn every situation to work in my favor, one way or the other. I exited the store and was walking home. I was really thinking very hard to think of how the to turn this around for me. This is when I booked the other call with you. And as you remember, my reaction to you saying that he feels like an idiot for not saying hi to me, that he feels embarrassed now, that he wishes that he did say hi to me, because now he thinks that I'm thinking that he is not brave and that is bugging him. I still don't know how you were capable of coming up with all those scenarios at once, but thank you, ha ha ha. So I stick to that one because it made me feel powerful, like I was holding the control. I know you would say no, because you are a girl. Exactly, because you are a girl, you got the control. I came home and I kept affirming and talking to him in my mind, speaking everything to him directly, and persisting in him feeling embarrassed that he didn't say hi to me. I still felt uneasy and I felt just weird about the whole situation, but I also chose to see me going to that specific store and seeing him as a very good sign. That was no coincidence. It can't be a coincidence. Nope. Anyways, I just kept affirming and EFT tapping. I think I scripted the assignments once or twice, but I didn't really feel the need anymore. I really think that EFT is helping me more than I would admit. I still cry when I tap, not very hard, but it still gets to me still. I know it's working. I'm sorry, I think I'm writing too much now, but I am so happy, Jay, but I will come to the point now. It was about 4 days later, he messaged me and asked me if I was at the store 4 days ago. No hi, no smiley face or anything. Don't get me wrong, I was screaming because it was the first message after the breakup, so I was euphoric. I responded, yes, why? He responded almost immediately saying that he saw me, but he was in a hurry and couldn't come to say hi. This part. Jay, I threw myself on the floor and I was rolling around like a burrito and making weird noises because I was so happy. I was shaking and my heart was beating very, very fast. And I responded, oh, that's okay. There's always another time. And I added a smiley face. He said he is in another city with his team and asked me if I would be willing to meet him when he comes back. Asked me if I would be willing to meet him when he comes back to get ice cream. I answered, yes, sure. Just message me with no smiley face. And I started running around my house. I wanted to book another call with you in that moment, but I decided this is just a part where I lock in, as you would say, and persist. I was fearing he would not message me or he would forget or he just said that to ask me to save my opinion of him. But I kept persisting through all that BS. Way too long story short, we are dating again. He said that he has thought a lot about me over the last couple of months and that he actually did respect me for sticking to my boundary, because when she told me that he basically broke up with her because she didn't want to get intimate with him, obviously we decided to change the perspective on that situation to make it seem like, okay, he did maybe pull back because of that, but now that the time is going by, he's actually respecting her for having that type of boundary because she's, she stood her boundary. She stood her ground, and he respects her because of that. Anyway, where was I? She did respect me for sticking to my boundary. Thank you for being so real and like a bestie to me. I will keep tapping on my self-concept and this new story and allow everything to be better than ever. I love you. Love you too, girl. So that was, how long was this? That's not too long. So again, circumstances don't matter. The history with that SP, the situation, the whatever, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if there was history. It doesn't matter if there wasn't history. It doesn't matter the duration of how long you were together or if you weren't together. None of that matters. No circumstance matters. What matters is what you want to experience. So even if it seems impossible, even if it seems like it's so set in stone, even if it seems, too far gone, it's not. You just be brave enough to keep persisting in the story that you want to experience with that person or with that situation, and don't look back. And even if you do look back, don't walk back. Just turn back around, turn to your new story, and choose your new story over and over and over again. Because you got this.